And back here live, the Music City Center here. CMA Fest 2024 rolls on too as well, and more great interviews coming up here till about 3:30, 4 o'clock today. Daryl Worley, Pam Tillis going to drop by later on today, and a whole lot more as we get into the lunch hour. I heard somebody was going to smuggle me in a hamburger, but if they do, it's going to be inhaled here in just a little bit too as well. But we got them, we found them, and we tracked them down too as well. New album comes out July 12th, I believe. Band on her T-shirt is the latest single out there across all the digital platforms. Came out May 24th. As we're here at KKTC True Country 99.9 and our friends at HighTideCountry.net. Washboard Union, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. Nice to meet you.
So you guys, first of all, I got a compliment, throwback hat right there too. Baseball fan, Montreal Expos. Being an Astros fan growing up, but still, when they used to play each other, it was a little bit of a rivalry. So I have to commend the Expos hat for throwback because you don't see that much anymore. You don't.
Not since they went to Washington.
Since they became the Nats in D.C. right there too as well. Well, let's talk about this one. Band on her T-shirt, May 24th, a couple of weeks ago when it came out for you guys, and the album project here, July 12th coming out too as well. We're going to play some music off of that coming up here in a few weeks on KKTC, the Taos Market up into Colorado. Talk about the single first and how it's done for you guys.
This is a really fun song for us to record. You know, when you're in the studio recording the tune, you kind of get a feeling right off the bat whether it's going to be a seasonal song. This one just felt so summer to us. We love it. And the premise of it is like, I'm sure you have a drawer full of band T-shirts in your house, and it comes to that shoulder season where you're like, I got to get rid of some of these, but which one? And you end up getting to the end of the pile, and you're not throwing away any of them because you just love those shirts. You either have a story attached to them, or you knew where you were when you got it, or whatever the case was. So it kind of pairs that love of a T-shirt to someone who loves you or someone that you love.
Let's talk about the album too, July 12th. There's kind of that tease out there too, and then of course here comes that full length body of work too as well to put out the album. How excited are you guys to get this music out to the fans? And of course, Canadian Country Radio. We just had the CMA Ontario Awards last weekend, which was pretty cool up there in Ontario. Just exciting times with all the winners. Congrats to them. But new music coming out for you guys in a full length album.
Yeah, this one was great. This one we did a little differently. We didn't record it all in the same time period, so we kind of spread it out throughout the year. We did a couple songs every month, and it gave a really neat sound to each song. So every song's a little bit different on this one. So we're pretty excited about having new music out again.
You know, I was telling Sam too as well, the Canadian scene right now is just crazy with the talent coming out. Feels like every country's got a little something, like sprinkle of the UK, sprinkle of Australia, but especially Canadian country artists. Give me kind of the opinion on, why that is too as well. And it just seems, of course, you got a different fan base up there, but man, good country music is just good country music. And now Canadian fans do the same thing as even Nashville fans and just nationwide right now. It's just amazing to see all these talented Canadian artists coming out like you guys too.
Appreciate you saying that. I think that the biggest thing is the world is borderless when it comes to music, and so the bar is there to, you got to meet it and exceed it every time. And so people who are being really creative and putting out great music and writing great music are finding their way through. And I'm proud to be a Canadian artist, and I'm proud of all the work that comes out of Canada, and proud to see our friends doing well all over the globe. That's really been the focus for us. Our music has taken us places we never thought it would. We're playing in Texas and we're playing in Oklahoma, but we're also playing in Spain and France and places like that. And our music is traveling. So next is Australia for us. And so it's really exciting. I just think Canadian artists have always put out, we're good for music and we're good for comedy.
For comedy, I like that too as well. Speaking of that, y'all did another one of my favorites too that we got to play on the station there too for KKTC, Country Thunder. Let's talk about this one too, because I thought this was just kind of that flair and that vibe it had too, but just another well-written, well-produced country song.
Yeah, that was fun. I don't know if you've seen the video for that song, but we actually had puppets made in the image of us. If you ever want to see what other people or the world think of you, have them make puppets of you. We showed up to this dressing room to get, put our stuff on for the video shoot, and the puppets were there in their own room, I might have you add. And it's just so funny to see these things that just look like you. So whole videos around these Muppets, or these puppets rather, and it's really, really fun. But yeah, but Country Thunder, yeah, it's a really fun song to play live as well. The crowd really gets hyped for that one.
What's it been like for you guys? I mean, even back on stage now, you mentioned music taking you where you never thought it would. Now, Australia. I mean, this is cool. Like one of my artists, Elise Saunders, she just had a top 10 in Australia with her single, and she just won CMA Ontario Female Vocalist of the Year. But amazing to over there. Like I'm meeting a lot of Aussies here in town that just are making that flight 17, 18 hours to come to CMA Fest here and just go out to stages. They know all the words to every song. And you guys impacting Australia. Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a testament to country music and where it's at. It is a global enterprise now. It's not just relinquished to one small area in the country anymore. It is around the world, and people are loving it. And there's room for everybody, which is a great thing about this genre of music.
He's Mike Bag, it's all good there too as well. All right, let's get into some hobbies and kind of fun stuff. So individually, when not doing music, and I know that the travel takes it up, and there's really not a lot of downtime in this business, but looking back, each of you for like hobbies or spend time with family or whatever it is, what do you like to do kind of individually for hobbies?
I'm lucky enough to live up in the mountains of British Columbia, so I've got the forests and the mountains right out my back door. So I'm on an ATV and I'm headed up, and I'm fishing or I'm hanging out in the woods. That's where I'm at.
We're all up in the Pacific Northwest, and I do a lot of sailing up there. So I like getting out in the ocean and just cutting out for a while.
Me, I don't have a boat, so I swim in the ocean. I do these long distance swims in the ocean, go around islands and stuff like that. But I also have a couple of kids, and so when it comes to spring and summer, I should really have a T-shirt made that says "Sorry, can't baseball, bye."
Yeah, I've got one now. About to put her in t-ball too at the same time, and swimming lessons, and it's going to keep me even more extra busy too as she starts pre-K this year. But it's fun to kind of see their growth and the things that they get into, because every child is individually talented, and they get into different things. So you can't ever tell them what they can and can't do too as well. Because right now she's just a diva and just going different directions. So it's crazy enough too to get into all these. And she loves TV shows. That's the let her watch what she wants to watch. And like I said, if you got to parent proof it sometimes, but you don't, because she just knows, she follows the rest of the kids. And that's the thing. I was liking what other kids like out there too as well. Big plans, I know, for the rest of the year. You mentioned the tours, things like that. The album we talked about too, covered some ground there too. But anything else you guys are looking forward to this year, whether it's, like I said, the new music, the songs, the touring, or other projects we haven't talked about?
Yeah, well, I mean, it all starts for us in the next couple of weeks. We're going to have the busiest summer we've had. So 14 festivals, the fall tour right behind that, and then Westerly coming out July 12th. It's an exciting year for us because all of this music we've been sitting on after writing probably 35 tunes for this record is all going to find its way out into the world. And the best part about that feeling is it's no longer yours after it comes out. Your fans will decide what they love. They make it theirs, and then you get to experience them singing it back to you at a festival or on stage. And it is the greatest single feeling as an artist in the world. When someone's made an investment in your music that they know the words and sing it back to you, I lose my place on stage all the time because I'm more interested watching them sing than doing it myself.
Cool thing, no doubt too. All right, I got a little fun. I went to my 2017. I went to my first CFL game in Canada, the Edmonton Eskimos at the time, which 50-yard line seats. A buddy of mine hooked us up, loved it. The rules, it takes a while to get used to it. 3 downs, not 4 downs, that kind of thing too. But I love the atmosphere. I mean, CFL fans, they love it. They're right in the thick of it right now, or will be here coming up to pretty soon. Are you guys CFL fans, and who's your team?
Our guy is Lance Stroll, and we are F1 fanatics. So we're pulling for the Canadian at all times when he's out racing. But no, we're honestly, F1 is our addiction when it comes to sports. We're proud boys that grew up on the BC Lions in the CFL who used to actually train in our hometown. So you'd get to see Swerve and Mervyn Fernandez and Darnell Clash and all these amazing players. So we grew up on the Lions for sure, but I think we found our way to auto racing more than anything over the years.
Well, it's a special time again to be you guys. A lot of things going on too. Look them up online too as well, and check them out. The music out there too as well, especially in the markets out there. KKTC, True Country 99.9, and our friends at HighTideCountry.net. The boys from Washboard Union. Appreciate you guys being with us.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for having us. Nice meeting you, man.
No doubt about it too. Hear from these guys for the rest of 2024 and beyond. We'll see you guys back here in a little bit. CMA Fest 2024 rolls on here live from Music City Center in Nashville, Tennessee. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned for a lot more.